So we're back at it. We're in the Hinterlands now. We completed the introduction, looted Haven, and jumped over to the Hinterlands to start our main quest line. I didn't have any audio on the first segment of this series because I didn't realize my PC headset could work with my controller. I probably should have.
Word for you.
So every time you go to a new camp, there'll be the requisitions officer.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
And she'll give you a little job, like finding iron and onyx, which I already have. So I'll turn in the requisition. But they never stop giving you requisitions. So you can decide to keep doing them or not. You do get PowerPoints just like right then. Every time you do, it's like completing a mission, which is good because the PowerPoints get you these special abilities for yourself and the team.
What is
it?
it?
Go ahead and see what she has
This may be
next.
worthwhile.
Okay, so it's something new. The cage requisition, so Ferelden locks and iron. So we'll get more iron. The Ferelden locks you'll find on dead bodies, dead bodies that you kill, and we'll be able to build it. The geological surveys take up, a lot of your resources, but it's worth it for the PowerPoints, really. I mean, it just kind of depends on how much you need it to make your armor and weapons. Alright, so we're going to head down and rush this a little bit. I'll search this house because it's en route, but we'll do more searching later. We're just going to go ahead and meet the woman we were sent here to meet. And from there, we'll hit the other missions or side quests. Alright, so if you don't already know, but you should, pressing down on the left stick is your search function. I just went in to watch another man stream this morning. He was playing the game for the first time, and he got all the way to a good chunk into the Hinterlands without realizing that he even had a search function.
Interesting reading. Could be worth a look.
Leaving behind a lot of loot. Hi, Fletcher Soar. Yes, the Hinterlands. The bane of my existence. The section that I have played over 20 times.
Mother Giselle ought to be around here somewhere.
And the longest section of the game. Yes, this is another character, but it is a character that I have somewhat played before. She's a Canary two-handed weapon fighter. Thanks! Nobody else would be able to get this sword unless they've already completed the game in the Jaws of Hakon. I have it because I've already completed
They're
it,
trying
and
to
I was able
protect
to
the
make it.
refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker. We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Yeah. That's why I don't think my mighty blow tends to hit in the wrong direction. Damn mages. Mage is definitely where it's
Be
at,
ready.
Spartan.
More
I
coming
mean,
our way.
it's the most OP style of fighting in Dragon Age. But it's fun to shake it up sometimes. It's yeah, I get it, Fletcher. It's a little easy. I mean, but it's great, especially for first timers. Plus, it's got a good storyline. Cold mode. Yeah, cold magic is a little dull. I don't know. I do like the one ability, the one where you can jump through basically everybody.
That's the end of it. I've wondered, how did
See, that's
you
why I
know-
try and pick up the bags during that fight before the cutscene.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't.
The Griffin shield, the one she's wearing now.
Their magic is.
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more
Yeah.
evil than your blade.
What?
I don't think I have feelings
Hush,
about it
dear boy.
whatsoever. But
Allow them to ease your suffering.
as soon as I have enough metal to make her
Mother Giselle?
I
best
am.
shield, then I will.
And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I
It's
won't
her
lie.
Vitar.
Some of them are
It's the Deathroot
grandstanding,
Vitar, I
hoping
think,
to
or
increase their chances of
one of those.
becoming
The face
a
paint
new
changes
device.
depending each time, but it's quite
Some
intense.
Are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
Why don't you stand with the rest of the Chantry?
With no divine, we are each left to
Mother
our own
Giselle's pretty
conscience.
alright.
And mine tells me this. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon.
That's
to
probably a
be
good
feared.
idea. She's
They have
pretty
heard only
beastly.
frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That
Ugh.
won't just make it worse.
I just don't like how splotchy it
Because you
is. I mean,
are
if you're gonna go for it, then go for it.
Nari,
Some people find me frightening.
let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you'll
Exactly
see the
right,
turn you
Spartan.
need.
Just the way I like her.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope.
I'm actually not a big
Hope is
fan of
what we
Canary
need now.
horns, but I like the
people will
body
listen
of the
to your rallying
Canaries.
call, as they will
So
listen to
that's
no
why
other.
her
You
horns
could
are
will
the least
Inquisition
visible.
into a force
I just wanted her
that
to
will
look like a
deliver us,
gigantic woman.
or destroy us. I will
Yeah,
go to
Amazonian.
Haven
That's what I was
and
going for.
provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Iron Bull's body. Yeah, I haven't decided who to romance her with yet. I was thinking maybe Iron Bull, but
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
yeah, it annoys me though that he's the only guy that I could get her with, because Cullen and Solus are specific to race. And Dorian is gay, so the only option is Iron Bull if I want her to be with a man. Now, for a woman, I could get her with Josephine or Sarah. Sarah is obnoxious, so I would never do that. And Josephine is mediocre. So Iron Bull's really my only choice. Okay, so something else that I noticed when I was watching that first timer play earlier is he didn't understand well, he understood fast travel, but he didn't understand where you could fast travel in the game. So you can jump to camps, and when I told him you could also jump to circle totems, and he didn't quite get that, and that's this. A few maps they'll have a logo like this, and you can also fast track to that location. Alright, so let's just loot this place. Oh, I already looted her house. Yeah, I could make her married to her purpose. I guess that's more feminist. My only problem with that is by doing that you do miss out on a decent storyline that you get from the romances. Like maybe if there was some extra dialogue or something that could come from choosing not to romance, choosing a kind of I don't know, almost monk-like existence, then that would be more interesting. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is.
Please.
I hate when they walk around.
Needs help.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like
Oh,
cobwebs in
thanks,
her lungs.
Cole,
Our
I
son
guess is
Hindu
how you
makes
say
a potion that lets her
your
breathe.
name.
He's the only one who can make it.
I was watching
He's joined
him
that cult
earlier.
in the hills. Please,
First
get
time.
to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Alright, so in the Hinterlands you can go meet who they want you to meet next, which is Corporal Vale, and he's going to tell you to go talk to all these people, but I just talked to them while I'm out, so you need to talk to the hunter.
Great. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food?
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't go fat on your ribs.
Okie dokie. He's got like a journal in here. I actually do really like Sarah's song, Fletcher. The song you quoted. It's a catchy song. Yeah. Oh, how's the audio from my headset? I'll get that. Sounds fantastic. Oh. That's right, we're gonna get a healer. We'll find a healer at Redcliffe, I think, is where we get her. Good, no breathing. Right, that's the most awkward thing. Alright, this woman.
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra.
We will recruit later, but you have to bring Vivian, I think, is the only one who can recruit her.
You're a mage. Why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the
Normally I would just skip
I will
through all
not
this dialogue, but since it is a walkthrough, I felt like
I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm.
I'll let it play out. Alright, great. Thanks, lady.
Farewell.
Good day.
You don't like her voice? That, like, posh, I'm better than you tone? Oh, my character's voice. It's, what do you mean? It's, you only get two options, man. American and British, and I'm an American all the way.
Well, let me know if you find one.
Plus, it doesn't sound dissimilar to my own voice. Alright, so we need to talk to this guy.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
More cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
Voice is sweet and comforting.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Farewell.
And to you.
Alright.
Could be better.
So now we'll talk to Corporal Vale. Give her something else. This guy doesn't say anything. I don't know why they let you talk to him.
Will you look at that?
I guess for immersion's sake.
Believe we had a canary come through here.
So he's like the bartender.
What is this place?
Map-making tenderfoots named this the Hinterlands. But right here, there's nowhere. Just some fields. No.
Oh, thanks so
bunch of
much,
trees.
Fletcher.
I'm
Enjoy
John.
your festivities. I'll have to go in a couple hours.
I need to be on my way.
Make a watch over you then.
Okay. I'm just gonna get through it as quickly as possible.
And how much did you need?
For the millionth time.
How much did you need? To go back.
Very well.
Hinterlands is basically just a training grounds, and you just have to do it again and again and again. Alright, Corporal Vale.
tell you?
Thank you. You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Master Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who had some ideas.
We already talked to him.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Already talked to him.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
We will.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
Farewell.
Alright.
And you as well.
Finally through that conversation. Oh, my crew can level up. Alright, Solus, I always start with Spirit, and I get him to revival so that he can revive any of the team members when they fall, at least once per fight. Alright, so next. This should be, yeah, the upper lake camp, I think.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Quite a lot of blood lotus potions. Just like elf fruit is important. You should always get elf fruit because you're gonna need, especially early on, you're gonna need a lot of health potions. Where's the map? So, got all the blood lotus and the map that we needed. Okay, this has been a little tedious, so I'm gonna go take out a rift. You should always use your search function quite a lot while you're running around. There's little things you'll miss, like that map a minute ago. If you weren't using your search function properly, you'll miss it. Okay. Guy going.
That tower is impressive,
Nowhere.
even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Thank you, Solus. When I'm a mage, I like to jump up on things like this. You should disrupt the Fade Rifts as much as possible. It'll weaken everybody and sometimes just flat out kill them. And also to help your team, because every time you do it, they kind of go limp for a minute. Allows your team to hit them without getting hit back. Especially if you're a mage, because you can stay from a distance and disrupt the Fade Rift and still defend your team. But a lot of fighters forget about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and loot this castle, this ruin. You'll have to come back later for one of the maps. One of the maps is gonna lead here. But that's alright. All of this elf fruit will grow back by then, so we'll get some more. We'll go down here first. So to get up here, you need to jump there, jump there. So this is where you'll have to come for the map, and it's going to be, see this pile of dirt? That's what it looks like. It always looks like a pile of dirt, a disturbed ground that was something was buried. Alright, some schematics. Okay. You lose some health for jumping like that, but I'm really impatient. You'll have to come back here for these things too, later. For Blackwall. Okay. I think I mentioned earlier that my sword, you can't have this early on normally. I have it because I've completed not only the game, but I've completed the expansions, particularly the Jaws of Hakon, which is where the sword comes from. Once you complete them, you can synchronize each of your games so that you can have the same things. So that's why I have this sword. It's a little OP, but frankly, this is about the, I don't know, 12th time that I've completed Dragon Age Inquisition and over 20 times that I've done the Hinterlands, so I just want to get through it. Alright, I think I've emptied everything out from here. And we'll do another thing that I absolutely can't stand, which are the shards. And I'll show you what those are in chests. There's a couple of chests over here hidden. Yes. So let's go do the shards. See that glowy thing up there? It's a little skull on the map. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, why did I go this way? Okay, at least I was able to jump.
Who placed the skull out here? And for what purpose?
What purpose? You're about to find out. Okay, so these are for shards.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance.
Alright, so
I am
basically you
not
just look
familiar
around.
with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
Oh, I can't remember where the other one is. Oh, there it is. Alright. So 4-4. There are quite a few of these everywhere, but especially around the Hinterlands, there's quite a few of them. So basically use them, light up the shards, go pick up the shards, which takes time. Eventually you're able to collect all of them and you go, and they open up some doors. I'll like grab this shard. but we'll go ahead and do it. I did them the first time, maybe the first 2 times I played, but I just hate the scavenger hunt quest thing, so that's a little bit. But I will do it for this one.
Renegade Templars face the mage of any talent.
Steve. Okay, what am I? No, seriously, how did I miss that earlier? Okay. So we have the first shard. Anyway, yeah, there's like 22, I guess, in the Hinterlands alone. And then every map has them as well. So I'll just get them as I go to each camp area. Let's go back here. Okay. Pick up these shards. I can't see if that. Okay, we'll go this way. Damn trees. Would you guys move? Thanks. Alright, and then the next shard is by the house. There it is. And they make this noise as you come close. I'm sure you guys can hear it. This kind of ghostly, royal elf, ghostly sound. Magical sound.
You think the Inquisition could maybe find out what these things are?
Alright. Let's go kill some rams. I hate looting for resources as well, but they really are necessary early on. Especially if you want to make the really cool stuff. You need the really good equipment needs a lot of resources. The reason I'm just sending my people after them is I don't have a ranged attack, and they run the closer you get. So it's better just to send your ranged attackers after them. And they'll take them out quickly, just like that. Otherwise, your fighter's just going to be chasing them around for 5 years trying to catch them. The attackers like me can use their can taunt them to come over, but it only works like 1 out of 10 times or something. It's just
We must have done enough to draw the attention of the cleric
makes more sense
by now. Shouldn't we meet with them?
to hear another one. Oh, he's up there. Alright.
The apostates have fled to the hills. One down!
You don't always get loot off of animals. The only reason we're getting stuff every single time is because this is a mission that we were given, so it'll do it now, but a lot of the times you'll kill something and you won't get anything. Which can be really irritating when it's something big, like you take the time to kill a bear, which takes a pretty decent amount of time, and you might not get anything out of it. That's just a little fennec. Basically like a fox. Come on. Need 3 more. There we go. There we go. Not spawning any more rams. Alright, we have different places.
Mages and Templars and innocent people caught in the middle. Things never change.
Go get him. Come on. Keeps ducking in the thing. Okay. Okay. Finally got all the meat. Alright. just about time for my next least favorite thing. Mysteriums. I hate puzzles. I really hate puzzles. I'm more of a hit it if it's not working kind of girl, so I don't like figuring things out. But here we go. So there are 3 of these in each, or most territories. Eventually, once you unlock all 3, you unlock a secret door. So the premise is you cannot cross the same line. There we go. Don't be impressed. That's the easiest one.
Where does this lead?
After that, it gets harder and harder. So, yeah, it's not fun. Okay. Let's get what this exclamation mark is. There we go. Probably another map. Yep. Another map. Okay. So we'll do that later. Let's go take out this rift. I wonder how many parts I'm gonna have to do the Hinterlands in. Genuinely, who knows?
They can take you.
I'd say at least 2 parts, if not probably 3 parts to finish the Hinterlands. It's the biggest map in the game, and that's because you need to get up to at least a level 10 to move on. 12 would be better. At least get up to that. Alright. Gosh, there's a lot of these. Now you do have to be careful wandering around the Hinterlands because there are 3 extremely difficult, 3 or maybe even 4 extremely difficult rifts. And sometimes you can tell because they'll, once you unlock the, like once it lights up and it starts sending out enemies, a red skull will appear on the enemies and on the rift itself, which means like this is an like it's too difficult for
Saying the
you
Templars attacked your
for the
husband?
level that you are.
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's
So you
staff.
really need to watch for that
Had to be
because
safe, they
you
said.
will
Rebels everywhere attacking by
get your
surprise.
ass handed to you.
Bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
Alright, so we'll get her husband's wedding ring back from the Templars that stole it. Alright. Oh, get one of the caches. Yeah, what's up there?
supply caches Whittle wanted us to find.
Well, thank you very much. Senior Circle? The names. Senior. That's all it's called, senior. Okay, so this is a rogue door. All you have to do is jump to whoever is a rogue in your group. It's not you. And they'll open it up for you. There's a few that the rogues can't open because you need a perk, which you get from your power points. I tend to unlock it pretty midway through, around the time that you go to Red Cliff. So when you come across those doors, just leave them. They'll be saved on your map and you can go back to it later to open it up. There's nothing too important or amazing in them. They're just extra loot. You know, my friend said earlier that that Griffin shield was obnoxious, and you know, he's right. It is pretty obnoxious now that I look at it. Alright. Next. Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and unlock this camp. And we'll get a mission on the way there.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
You said your friend hasn't reported back?
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll talk to you later.
Alright. Gotta find Ritz. I know where she is. She's hooking up with a mage. See, one of the things I love about this game are these little hidden spots that you just find while you're wandering around. Sometimes it's nothing amazing. Sometimes you'll find a hidey hole with like a bedroll and what looks like should be loot there, but it's not. It's just a little immersion piece. Much later in the game, I'll show you where you can find a dead leprechaun in a pot of gold. I suppose you could just look it up online, but if you stick with me through the entire series, then we'll get there.
Nothing to report, sir.
That's where those are, but there is another chest over here. Where is it? Oh, no, cached.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
I've played it so many times, I know that there's something there. Sometimes I'm just not exactly sure what it is, I just know that there is something over there. Okay, so we are coming up on the cult that we need to get medicine from for that guy's mom. Okay.
A Templar, I believe.
That is for the mage back in the Hinterlands that I told you we'll recruit later with Vivian's help. I can't remember if Dorian can also get her. Dorian might be able to recruit her as well, but either way, it's going to be a bit, well, not that long. A little while. Maybe in the Hinterlands part 2 or 3, we'll get Vivian, and then we can come back and recruit that mage. Oh yeah, hidden chest. Alright, so this place is pretty cool. This is the cult.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected, stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
This cult. What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the Maker...
Okay, so she just wants us to seal the rift that's inside the building. Which we will do right now. There's lots of stuff
I
in here.
suppose it only natural that some would turn to
Just gonna
worship
hit
in
up
the
this
if only
real
in
quick.
hopes of appeasing it.
We'll come back and loot
When she
everything.
died,
Just go
I was
look at the rift
And you?
first.
How did the Maker bring you here?
Of the Redcliffe village.
Alright. These guys are really itchy. They can jump through the ground. We could. That one got through. Okay. I always like to use that time to back up so I can see what kind of demons we have coming through in case we get a big one like the Pride Demon. These rifts are super easy. I can't remember, it's been so long I can't remember what it feels like to play for the first time. So I don't know if I thought they were difficult in the beginning. So maybe let me know if you're in here watching, like how you feel about these early rifts, but they're pretty basic, and as long as you figure out what works for you playstyle wise. Like I said, I like to back up when I when the rift shifts to send out more demons. I like to back up so I can get a look at what I'm working with when they first spawn in and where I need to send my team. Like if like as a warrior, what I'll do, because I can deal quite a bit of damage. I'll send my team after the little annoying ones, like the little phantoms, because there's always a million of them, and then I'll go after the big one. Like if we get a Pride Demon, I'll go after him and start dealing damage so they can deal with the little ones, and then come join me when they're done. There's quite a lot to loot in this building. A surprising amount. Alright, lady, I need you to move. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get stuck. Oh, we need to talk to her again.
I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you? Herald
Alright, so we basically recruited the cult, and you can send them off to help the refugees, spread word of the Inquisition, or listen and gather information. It's really up to you on how you want to use them. Personally, I like to use them as spies.
Have your believers search for secrets that may help our cause.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here.
But it doesn't matter. Either way, they work for you. You're not going to see them again. You won't really know what information they bring. It's about power and establishing your influence. Alright, so let's start looting. Talking to everybody. Alright, bottle. So you'll find these bottles all over the game, just everywhere. Alright, so let's talk to him. I can't remember who found his...
While you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes? Lady Venena should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
And we haven't found her yet. Sometimes I find her just naturally before I get here.
I wrote to her weeks ago. I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and Templars would not trouble a young lady.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
He's gonna be waiting a long time. Okay. So this section is done.
We want no trouble here.
The faithful move to follow your divine will.
Next.
It shall be as you say.
Okay, so we are going to have to come back later to light this. This is an elven artifact, and it wards the area from rifts forming, but we have to do the little, it's a tiny little side quest that basically sets it up, and then you'll be able to come back and light it up. But we should get that quest soon when we come across the area that we need to.
No trouble here.
So, here's that kid whose mom is sick.
I greet you. My name is Hindle.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
There's no, like, time limit on that mission. You can take your time, it doesn't matter. It should be fine. Alright, so let's finish getting all this. Alright, so there is a trickier thing to find. And we'll see it in a second. And it's really not anything amazing, but it's just one of those annoyances, so we'll go get it. So you can see over there hate the camera. Everybody get down. Sometimes the camera will mess you up because it's so close. It's, you know, between you and a wall, and it'll get stuck there. It's just a bad angle. Alright. So,
We want no trouble here.
you just need to move. There we go. Once you get your rhythm. And then you just lead them. Alright, so it's a ring of critical chance, which is, I mean, fine. Especially early on, considering there's not a lot of jewelry yet. And they do help quite a bit, so. Okay, I think we have officially looted everything here. We just need to go find Valana or whatever her name is for that guy. And we need to get the quest that opens up the Elven Artifact. So if you come from a different direction down below, you'll take this tower to get up to the cult. But we didn't go that way, so we'll go down this way because there's like a chest or something down here at the bottom. Yeah, there's a chest. Some bad guys. Why are they fighting each other? Just roll. Oh, it's mages.
Does anybody else smell that? Seriously, just me?
You should always take everything from the loot boxes. I noticed that earlier when I was watching the first timer play. At first he was choosing the things that he wanted specifically, but you should take everything because the valuables, like it's just pretty jewelry or like the glass fox or things like that, that actually sells for a really high dollar compared to everything else you find early on. But we need to get Ritz. I think this is where the lady is. Maybe. Oh, where's that chick's body? I think it might be over here. No, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. She is up on this mountain. I do wish one of my problems with Inquisition is sometimes they have a very specific route that they want you to take to get up to something. Is there anything over here? Which is pretty annoying because most of the time it makes no sense. Most of the time it's not necessary. Like this mountaintop, like why do you need me to take, this route up? It doesn't matter to the story. I'm not finding anything specific by going this way. So I don't know why they're forcing. Oh no, this is somebody else. Oh, okay, the cabin. Alright. Yeah, there she is. There's the woman we're looking for. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do strange bedfellows, though. Just go save. Save, in quotes, save. Ritz. What does she need saving? Come on now. It's just obnoxious. Why are you backing up? Look at him. Look at him.
Die!
Come back. Come on, people. Did that guy drop anything earlier? Oh, yeah, he did.
Templar deserters?
Yeah, we'll see him. So much elf fruit. Ooh, Embrium. A new plant. Alright, so Ritz. We might have to get to Ritz actually by going back up the tower. Which I should have just done it before we climbed down, but that's alright. There's gonna be some backtracking in a game this big. I like to do it as little as possible. Especially after playing this many times. Okay. So Ritz is over here. Okay, I didn't mean
How'd you like that? If not for you, I'd be dead. Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
This is a mage.
Eldreda, yes. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that. The Templars attacked the apostate. I suppose I just got caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like someone was having a picnic.
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic. Alright, fine, yes. I was maybe doing more than just scouting here. So, the truth. I may have been, passing time with Eldreda.
I take it the Templars interrupted your very friendly picnic.
We yes. At first she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
Alright. I can do that. And thanks for going easy on me.
Alright, so we got another agent. We'll just have to update her friend and let her know she's alright, but we'll do that on our way back through once we find that woman, or that husband's ring. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this cash that's over here. this is it. Yeah, this really confused me the first time I played. Okay, so the marker puts way up there, right? And I spent ages getting up there because you're not really supposed to go up there, and nothing was there, and I totally missed this cache that was just snuggled in between all these rocks right here. This is the one you want.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
It's just a no bad spot. Okay, so I don't know if this is one of the difficult rifts, but we'll go ahead and knock it out. Let's see, no red skulls, so it should be fine. Got me. When they do that low flame thing, it's pretty rough. Ugh, I hate these guys. The fire ones are so much worse. The spirit ones, they don't do as much damage. Killing me. So, before we go anywhere else, we need to pop back so that they can heal. No. Sorry, I've got a dog being annoying.
Nothing to report, sir. Go ahead and tell this guy. Oh, wait. No, we're good. We don't need potions. Your health potions, your normal potions restock automatically. Your specialty potions don't. You'll have to do those individually, but I don't need to ignore those right now.
Damn it, Ritz, where are you?
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Okay.
So, who do you think is the toughest? Josephine, Liliana, or Cassandra?
I'm right here, you know.
That doesn't rule you out, Seeker.
Cullen's not up for consideration?
Curly? They just keep him around to look pretty.
And he does look pretty. Other than Dorian, Cullen is my favorite guy. Too bad he's not into Canary Wing.
so is this Valana? Yeah. Alright, there's this girl. We'll let him know she's gone, and then we'll recruit him.
I doubt these were mere bandits. They moved with the efficiency of a trained group. I cannot remember where this other cache is. Okay, let me just go around. Ugh, I hate how quick they respond. Oh. It's in this cave.
You know, not every dwarf likes caves.
Oh wait, this isn't the cave that it's in. It's in the cave on the opposite. Oh no, it is this cave. There is another cave right around.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
There's the other cave. It's over here. Actually, first we'll take out this road. so for magic barriers, all
Such
you
an
need to do
irresponsible
is
use
use
of magic.
opposing
The
magic
mages here are little more than animals.
to open it. So this is a ice barrier. Which is a really good early armor penetration and weapons. It's got a decent chunk of health bonuses to armor.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
This is the Red Larian mission. Throughout the map, you're gonna need
Red Lyrium, and a would-be miner, I believe.
and destroy lyrium deposits. So we haven't got the mission yet. We'll go back to this mine later to destroy that. Right, that's everything. We do need to level up the, well, they need to earn our points.
My love, you need to stop. You're not sleeping.
I can't. We're not safe here. They'll keep coming back.
So now that this area is safe, some civilians just showed up and they're just sitting there chatting. It's just one of those cool little storyline changes. Okay. I think we got all that. Yep. Just need to tell him about his girlfriend. Alright, so we've finished half of the Hinterlands. The other half is going to be pretty much destroying the mages and Templars and recruiting the Horse Master, which was one of the main reasons we were sent here, other than to get the nun, or the sister, the Chancellor's sister. So we'll probably do that in part 2. I think I should be able to fit the Hinterlands into 2 parts, albeit 2 long parts, but I was trying to keep my videos around 70, 75 minutes.
be together when the Maker comes.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter... Velena is dead. What am I supposed to do now?
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
So we're done there. Need to take her ring, drop it off. And then we'll stop this session for today. I might play more again after I get back from my family's house.
Thank you again for rescuing Rick.
One down!
Okay, just had like a coughing fit. Jeez. This cold weather is rough.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
Okay. So, we completed that whole area, but we still have all this to finish up. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and... Did we get all these? Yeah, I think we got all the supply caches. So, we'll go turn in that woman's medicine.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these
Hunter's
people.
meat and the supply caches.
We all did.
Please, hurry.
You have to, I hate this. If he's sitting down, we need him to stand up.
Welcome back.
Please, hurry.
I'm trying, dude. Trying to give you the dang potion. There we go.
Please, hurry.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Alright, thanks. Alright. Now I just need to turn the undermeat.
Mages, Templars, bandits, demons. Making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here. Maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition. But no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
Nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and give this mage her phylactery back, even though we can't recruit her yet.
Greetings. I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah. I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war. And the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. Matrin and I were certain we could find a way to avoid fighting old friends. And each other. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years, and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Okay, so you see, normally there would be an option by one of your team members to change her mind, but we don't have the right team member with us. So once we
Farewell.
get Vivian,
Thank you again.
we'll
It
come
is
back.
better
We'll
to
recruit
know.
her. We just need to turn caches.
I'm pleased to hear it.
And then from here we'll go on to kill mages and Templars. And we're here on the
I don't know. Maker's breath. If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
I found some of the apostate supply stores. I can mark the locations for you.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.